Today is massive. We're pulling up to the base right now because this is going to be the greatest thing I've ever achieved in my life. I'm very excited to get into this base and take a look because this is going to be some goodness. This is going to be some very big goodness, and that's 89 aluminium. What's up, people? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. This game currently right now has me in a giant chokehold. Dune Awakening has stopped all the plans of any other videos on this channel. I was just going to play it for a few hours and then that'd be it. I'd be done with it, and I'm not done with it. I'm 60 hours in, and I am absolutely obsessed. When you become obsessed with something and you make YouTube content, why not make a video about it? So here we go. There's going to be a video about it today on the channel. Now, there's one key thing that you're trying to unlock your entire time playing this game, and it's the goddamn ornithopter. Like, I'm not kidding you. This map is giant. It's a massive map. They've done a great job of this humongous map that I still haven't unlocked all of 60 hours in. Yeah, the game is really big. And what is wildly massive to me is I'm not even a survival game fan. I barely played a survival game in my entire life, apart from like a little bit of Pal World, but that was just because I like Pokemon. But I am deeply invested. I can't explain to you how many runs I have done on my little bike to go and get aluminium from this area, fill up the boot, which means you then can't like pick your bike up and fast travel back. You have to drive all the way back, trying to survive the quicksand, which has already swallowed me once, by the way, and I've been destroyed by a giant worm, eventually, to get all the way back to what you call home, and then wait for hours for you to farm the aluminium. I'm not kidding. The sheer amount of water it takes to get aluminium, 200. I mean, it's a joke. We got a lot of water right now. Speaking of water, I got some blood to put away. Yeah, that's right. You deposit blood that you take off of bodies in this game. And, you know, you turn it into water. It's like Bear Grylls, but with blood and not piss. But I tell you something, these bad boys have been working absolute overtime for me. These wind traps just getting me as much water as humanly possible. The blood bags didn't cut it for long enough. But I think today's a great day because we are going to finally build the final two parts of the ornithopter. Like, I have every piece needed apart from these two parts, as far as I'm aware. Look, I've not built this before, so we're gonna go in and do it. God damn, I'm gonna need some cobalt paste and some more aluminium just for this one bit. I definitely have to be a glutton for punishment at this stage. I'm not even kidding you. I work a very demanding job in a very hot and sweaty kitchen for like 50 hours a week. And do you know what I do? Do you know what I do in my spare time? I work a secondary job where I am farming and mining minerals constantly all the time. Like, my obsession as well for just finding these nodes and getting these really juicy harvests it's becoming a problem. It's pretty much a big addiction. When I'm out of work, I'm working, but I'm working towards a cool ornithopter. So I feel like that's more impressive than the real life job. Where this game has just turned me into a massive fiend for resources. Because I see it, I pick it up. Like genuinely anything. It's a bit of plant fiber, but you know what? I need it. And the fact that now I'm being warned of a sandstorm, which is going to disrupt my mineral harvesting, is frustrating, but this is just part of this game. You're gonna have sandstorms. You're gonna have situations like that where you have to go and find some shelter, but you're also gonna be distracted picking up plant fibers when you don't need them because you've already got 1,000 back at the base. The game just really has the ability to pull you in and make you think, well, do you know what? I never know when I'm gonna need plant fibers, so farming as many as possible is probably the best idea. Now, there's a lot of jank to this game, though. I will mention that. This game is janky. This game is glitchy. It has some little jank to it. You'll know if you've played it. It's a bit stuttery. It's not the most optimized game I've ever played in my life. But does anyone ever remember, like, old school Bethesda games? And, like, the charm of those old school Bethesda games were, it's a little bit buggy. It's a little bit janky, but it's great. Underneath that little bit of bug, that little bit of jank, this is an insanely good game. And that's what this game's got me doing right now. God, I need me this aluminium. We should be close, though. I shouldn't need too much of this. I'm just going to fill up the backpack once. That hopefully will give me enough pieces. If I don't get this ornithopter today, I'm going to quit my job because I'm not going in tomorrow. Now, although I haven't played many survival games, in my brief time playing them, I know inventory management is an absolute pain. Now, I'm not saying it's not in this game. I'm not. But the fact that I can come in here and just smash quick deposit and it puts everything in absolutely amazing. Give me this aluminium. I need it now. Here we go. So I can do 26, which, if my maths is correct, should be enough. So 26 on top of what we already had. And I've got 36 already. So I'm more than good enough with that. But now we need some cobalt paste. And to do that, I need the crystally stuff. Can I make any cobalt paste right now? No. I don't have any of the crystals. Which means, once again, I'm going to have to go out and do some work. Now, the amount of times that I've gone out and not repaired this bike or put fuel in this bike is pretty drastic. I had to do some roadside service from time to time to try and fix this bad boy up. But this is probably one of the key things that makes this just infinitely a survival game. And if you go out with 0 fuel and you're super unprepared, like I have been on several occasions, you're going to be lost in the wilderness. And especially if you filled your bike up, you got the boot on, because when you have the boot on, there we can see how much fuel we have. When you have the boot on, you can't put it in your little tool. Or at least when you've kind of used the boot a little bit, you can't use your little tool to just suck it up. Right here, there we go, zap, it's in. I could just plop this out wherever I want. Look, screw it, I don't want to drive down the stairs today. I can put this out there. But if you put anything in the boot, yeah, you're screwed. You can't pick this back up. So remembering to fuel it and remembering to fix it is really important. And yeah, the boost on the bike is by far the best. It's going to be able to get you to cover more and more ground. But, you know, times are hard right now. I need to fill the boot up because I need resources for the ornithopter. Like, this is the biggest challenge in this game right now for me, is being able to fly. I have a lot of quests. I have a lot of quests, and I want to knock them out all in one go. But in order to knock them out all in one go, there is so much footwork to doing these mountains to be able to achieve doing these quests. Plus, I hate where we're going now to get this crystal. I hate the wreck. But with the ornithopter being able to fly up and down, I'm not going to have to do this infinitely frustrating travel technique and maze of a rift ever again. And I have some fun quests I imagine to do down here, but it's not a fun time. It's frustrating. Now, I know that this definitely could be some people's favorite part of the game, like coming down here into the rift and exploring it, but for me, it's just probably one of my least favorite areas on the map. But it is interesting, and it is something a little bit different. So I am fully accepting that I could be in the minority with my hatred of the rift. And to be fair, my hatred definitely could just stem from the fact that I have been lost down here more times than I care to admit. And also, I've nearly run out of fuel several times doing runs down here to get the cobalt paste. Plus, from my understanding right now, this is the only place you can go and get this crystal for the cobalt paste. So that kind of frustrates me as well. I don't like being put in a hole where I only have one area on the map to really farm it, but I do understand that it's something that grows underground. This is the only underground area of the map. I will say as well, since this is kind of like a little mini review as just me enjoying the game, mouse and keyboard controls for driving is nowhere near as nice as controller, and I'm using mouse and keyboard right now, but it is as interchangeable as soon as I pick up my controller, it works with the controller. Combat is far better with mouse and keyboard though, so sometimes I do find myself interchanging quite a lot, but the fact that all I have to do is just touch the button of the next thing and it crosses over, that to me is insane. No game is as fluid and as quick. Considering the amount of jank in this game, no game is as fluid and as quick as swapping around as this one. It takes me so long to navigate down here. Genuinely, I can't make this one of the last trips. Now, I know what some of you might be saying. Why didn't you build the buggy? The answer to your question is, I don't know. I just rushed Ornithopter. Do you know what I did for the first, like, 30 hours of this game? I didn't really do any of the stuff that you're supposed to do, and I just went out and farmed missions and resources. There's a reason. I have 1,000 research points right now, and I'm already all the way up to aluminium. Like, I could go even further. I just don't feel the need to. I've kind of visited a lot of nodes before getting the Ornithopter. Some people will say rush to the Ornithopter. Not me. I'm not the kind of person who rushes. This is a job to me, and I want as much intel as possible, even though I've probably got way too much intel at this point than is definitely needed. But the buggy definitely would have worked a lot better. I was playing this with a few friends for a good period of time, and definitely the buggy in this situation yeah, it would do a lot more. I would be farming this crystal even more. But you know what? I like the hard work. A job's not meant to be easy, is it? There's no fun in work, but there's fun for me in mining crystal and using my favorite weapon in the game, which is this rapier. I am not kidding you. I am obsessed. I am in love. The rapier kills everybody. If you haven't got this poison mist, I wish I could remember where it dropped, but this changed the game for me. Combat wasn't that much fun for me, to be honest. This is never going to get old, though. Just taking blood. Just give me all the blood you've got. I can't wait to get the bigger liter Johns. I cannot wait for it. I'm going to get so much blood in my blood bag. I feel like these big guys are probably the most annoying thing in this game. Oh, damn. I've been poisoned. But with this knife... oh, it changes that. It changes that massively. Now, snipers do become a bit of a problem, but they don't have much health, so I should be able to shred them with this submachine gun. But I did decide to drop my sniper that I was using for quite a good period of time. That was a mistake. I feel like the sniper could possibly be the best weapon in the game. Something else of note as well. If you do not have the trooper class, you are an idiot. You could get it at the start of the game. I made it short on this. But if you do not have the trooper class, you are going to find traversing this world insanely difficult. Now, the plus side of this game is, god damn it, as I was saying, thanks to my grappling hook, the plus side of this game is that you can actually get every single class in the game from Swordmaster and Bene Gesserit. God damn, I'm struggling. Some of those crystals just make me want to punch myself in the throat, like as hard as I can. But as I was saying, one of the best things about this game is that you can go through and you can get every single class and start mixing them up. And definitely, I mentioned before, I wasn't really enjoying the combat. The combat for me was pretty dull. It was pretty... I have to be honest. I didn't really enjoy it in the game. But as soon as I started up picking different weapons up and like having a bit more fun and having more skills and shields and stuff like that, give me my rapier. You are dead, sir. You are dead to me. No, he's blocking. That's fine. Now you're dead, sir. Now you're dead, sir. I might be dead in a minute, though. Do you know what I've found with this game as well? My shield just randomly goes off. Like, my shield will just generally just break out of nowhere, or it will just stop working. As I was saying before, those mean people rudely interrupted me. Like, it's just ridiculous that they think that they could do that. The combat in the early game doesn't feel that great. And you are definitely, for the first maybe even 20 to 30 hours, going to be thinking to yourself, I'm not that sure about this. And I hate being one of those guys being like, yeah, you know, but play another 20 hours, it gets better. But it does get better, like a lot better. Once you start unlocking more and more skill trees and mix and match in between Mentat and Trooper and the Swordmaster, you are going to be just, I don't know, absolutely loving the game. So just give it a bit of time. I know it's a difficult sell, that. It always is. But legitimately, the more skills you have, just the more this game opens up. And the same with the weapons. But there we go. That should be enough crystals for me not to have to come down here for a long time. And God, do I hate it in the ring. Get me the hell out of here and take me home. Oh, God. There she is. Off in the distance. Majestical. We're home, people. We are home. The long journey into the deep depths is done. Like, oh, genuinely, I could feel better. Gonna kick my feet up. Oh, I'm gonna have a brew as soon as I get in, I reckon. Although she's not the most amazing structure you've ever seen, she does a job, all right? She does do a job. And she's been doing this job now for the last, like, God damn! Now, she's been doing this job for, like, the last 40 hours. So it can't be all that bad. It's not cribs in here, right? But this is pretty good. But what our focus is right now is cobalt paste. How much can I make? 88. Thank God. We are not going to have to go back there for a while. 88 cobalt paste. I got tons of water as well. It's a good feeling. And while I'm waiting, obviously, you need to deposit some more blood. I should upgrade purifiers. But little base tour, here we go. It's not fancy. It's not pretty. And I built it straight outside of this trade post because it made sense for access. But if I'm being honest, I'm probably going to build a second base pretty soon, either in this rocky part of the map, because this is more end game, like tier 4, tier 5 resources, or somewhere at the top here so that I have maneuverability. I'm not fully decided yet because there's still areas of the map for me to unlock. But I do feel like having a second base in this area is going to be important. I don't know if there's a limit to how many bases you can have, but I know you can have at least 2 because I've had 2. Now, obviously, if I'm going to have the Ornithopter, I need a garage. But I feel like 1 tier maybe won't be big enough. We will find out. But I just wanted to show like how simple it is to click on and click off of putting stuff up. Now, it's janky. I've mentioned this before that it is a little bit janky. But if I am just to put a roof up here, it's just as simple as clicking like that. And then boom, there we have the roof. Now, I am hoping a single doorway for the ornithopter is going to be fine. It's going to be easy for it to land. And it's going to be neat and tidy. But I'm fully aware, after enclosing this garage, that this doorway definitely is not going to be big enough. I've seen how big the ornithopters are. We're going a tier up. Now, I truly believe this surely has to be a big enough garage. I mean, there you go. Would you just look at that? That looks great. Now, in the middle of doing that, I did run out of power and have to put up a new generator. This game does that to you a lot, but I think that's a key part of it. Every time you think you've got what you need for something or you're about to achieve something, the game goes, no. No. And the most important part here, how much cobalt paste do I have? I think, fingers crossed, I think I might just have enough to build. Yes, I do. I can't explain how many days, how many hours this has taken. We are getting the last part right now for the ornithopter. I need a lot more cobalt paste in general in the long run, but the fact that we are finally going to have an ornithopter of our own, I cannot wait. Here we go then. Pick up all the parts for the ornithopter. Let's head up to the garage then. Let's build her for the first time. But I am a bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. But here we are then. We build our very first ornithopter. And I don't know where anything goes. I'm just going to slam parts on it. I'm sure you guys did the same. Oh, look at that. Would you just look at it? Oh my God, this is a magical moment for me. The hours of time spent. Oh, are you kidding me? Do I need another wing? No, that was both wings, right? Can I get in this yet? Apparently, you have to craft 2 sets of the wings. Apparently. I mean, I don't know who's making these rules up, but I wish it would have told me what I needed. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The fact that I need another set. Oh, I need more aluminium ingots. So after another aluminium run and the sheer understanding that you need 4 wings. Forgive me for thinking this is 2. This imagery, I know it says wing. I should have read it. But this imagery gives off that I get 2 wings per time. But we should finally be at the point of this video where I get the bloody ornithopter. Just add these last wings and I could go about, hang on, what's up with it? There we go. Put that one there. Yep. And then we are missing 1 wing right here. 4 wings, remember, people, is what you need. We have an ornithopter. Finally, it has taken me forever to get to this point. This is going to open up the game so much, but this is by far the biggest grind in this game that you're going to have. I'm just going to go about fueling this bad boy up. It takes a medium fuel cell to refill it to full. And I also just want to open up the inventory a little bit just to kind of see what it can hold. 500, that's pretty damn good. It doesn't have a lot of slots, but 500 is good. This is the first time I will be flying an ornithopter. I will accept that in this game. C does a little bit of a vehicle scan. Shift for vulture. So that's up and down. What is forward? Oh, okay. So you go up to go forward. God, landing in there is going to be hard. Jesus. Louises. So that pulls me up. That brings me forward. Is it the look? That's left. That's right. Vulture drops me. And then I kind of glide. But this uses none of your fuel. That was absolutely the greatest thing I've ever done in this game. But flying about in this now... Oh, and you press shift again to come out of vulture. And then I think if I look up, I fly up. I'm not convinced that that's the greatest way for this to be done. But yeah, if I look up, I fly up. But the higher up I go, and the higher the temp is, I think the higher the fuel consumption is. And then I'm pretty sure from what I've read, vulture is probably the best way to fly it. Let's, we're pretty high here. Let's drop into vulture and just glide this bad boy at ridiculous speeds forward. This is nice. This is a great feeling. I'm not going to lie. I'm enjoying the ornithopter. I'm enjoying how quickly I can move around the map. This was well worth it. This was well worth it. But this, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, look at that in the sky. This is my new addiction. And I'm just happy to show it with you. There's probably going to be more content on this game on the channel because I don't see the addiction ending anytime soon. I am now going to be more than capable. Oh, God, that's cool that I can scan for everything around me in the area. I am going to be more than capable now of completing the quest that I wanted to complete. I'm probably still going to fly via controller. I just instantly feel it's more comfortable flying with it and then hitting A to go vulture. Oh, that feels good. Yeah, that feels good. It definitely feels a lot more comfortable with the controller. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are playing Dune Awakening or thinking about playing Dune Awakening, maybe this is your sign to give this game a go. Yes, it has its issues, but I do feel like so far we're seeing developers that are trying to fix the game as quickly as possible. And I'm just having a hell of a good time. This has been an insanely fun journey. And it feels like it's only just begun now that I have the Ornithopter, because there is some story to this game, and the story that I've played so far is actually a hell of a lot of fun. But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great week and weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.